In addition to the awards chosen by the selection committee, we have also a winner selected by a vote of the people, the third annual Sammies People Choice Award. For the past several months, the Partnership for Public Service promoted the stories of these 26 finalists across all 6 categories and encouraged the general public to vote for the accomplishments that made them the most proud of our federal workforce. There was a heavy turnout. Nearly 55,000 votes came in, nearly 4 times as many as last year. Earlier tonight, we introduced the winner to our online audience. With a resounding 16,000 plus votes, the people chose the Urban Waters Federal Partnership Team, led by Surabhi Shah. Led by Surabhi Shah at the Environmental Protection Agency. This team transformed lands and waterways into treasured community centerpieces, reversing decades of neglect and promoting economic, environmental, and social benefits. The team accomplished its goals through a public-private partnership that includes the Departments of Agriculture, Interior, and Housing and Urban Development, as well as community members, nonprofits, foundations, business, and academia. Despite modest resources, the program is active in more than 250 locations nationwide, from Los Angeles to Northwest Indiana, to the Anacostia to the Anacostia watershed right here in Washington, D.C. With an estimated 100,000 community members, the program has improved more than 22,000 acres of land, planted more than 80,000 trees, and developed scenic destinations for canoeing, biking, and other recreation. This is an impressive example of enterprise government at its best, a team coordinating the strengths of all sectors to work for the greater good. Would the Urban Waters Federal Partnership Team please stand? And let's give them a round of applause.
J. Heyman Service to America Medals, or the Sammies. My name is Tom Fox, and I'm the Vice President for Leadership and Innovation at the Partnership for Public Service, and I'm delighted to welcome you to this evening's events. Now, the Sammies we often refer to as the Oscars of government service. Now, there's one important distinction. Rather than asking folks as they walk through the red carpet of this event, what are you wearing, we ask them, what are you doing? Specifically, what are you doing to make Americans' lives better? And I'm delighted to report that we have 26 finalists, 8 winners, and really 2 million federal employees who dedicate their lives every day to making sure that our country is safer, healthier, and stronger. So if you are a federal employee or have been at some point in your career, thank you so much for your federal service. Now tonight we've got a treat for our Facebook Live viewers. We have an exclusive announcement, and that is the winner of our 2017, our 3rd annual People's Choice Award winner. This summer, we had an open voting competition online through social media to select among our 26 finalists the person that you believed would be, or the team that you believed would be most representative of the great contributions that our federal employees have made. And I'm delighted to say that we had outstanding contributions from more than 50,000 voters. And to share with all of you the news tonight, we have a distinguished guest, the Congresswoman from Washington, D.C., Eleanor Holmes-Norton. And without any further ado, I'll turn the mic over to her. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Tom. I'm really excited to be here at the 2017 Sammies, and in particular to congratulate the finalists who live and work in Washington, D.C. Thank you for the vital service you provide to our country and to people around the world. It is my great honor to congratulate the winner of the 2017 Sammies People's Choice Award, Surabhi Shah, and the Urban Waters Federal Partnership Team. This impressive team includes representatives from the Environmental Protection Agency, the Departments of Agriculture, the Interior, and Housing and Urban Development, as well as community members, nonprofits, foundations, business, and academia who work together to clean up and revitalize urban waterways and surrounding lands. They spur economic development and reverse decades of neglect. In 2011, the Anacostia watershed, right here in the District of Columbia, was designated one of 7 pilot locations to launch the national program. It has been my privilege to work with the agency and community leaders and area elected officials to restore this treasured waterway. The Urban Waters Partnership not only cleans up unsightly and hazardous conditions, it also helps develop more prosperous communities and promotes the health and well-being of residents and visitors to the area. To Surabhi and the whole Urban Waters Federal Partnership team, congratulations and thank you for doing this important and beneficial work.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Thank you, Congresswoman. It's a special honor to be presented this medallion by you. I'm Surabhi Shah, and I'm here representing over 500 federal servants, public servants who are innovators. Every day across this country, we work shoulder to shoulder with people who are committed to transforming their lives by using their environment, their waterways, their trees, their forests, their green spaces, to make their families healthier, their communities cleaner, and their economies stronger. This People's Choice Award for us is a particularly affirming award because we really salute the community leaders. They have entrusted us as their public servants. They have mentored us and taught us so many things. The biggest lesson they've taught us is one of radical inclusion. This is the most radically inclusive partnership you will find, and we continue to strive for that and for authentic community engagement. One of the things that you'll notice about the partnership, as the Congresswoman mentioned, is that we have public sector partners, foundation partners, we have state, local, and tribal government partners. We have people who have been with us from the beginning and new partners who are joining us even today as we speak. The communities have taught us from their ingenuity, and they bring out the best in us. So I'm here with my entire team in the Facebook Live universe and a few special people who were able to join me today. I'd ask my team to join me now. I'd like to thank them and again the hundreds of federal employees who work with us every day in this heroic work serving communities. There are a few people that I'd particularly like to thank for their foresight in seeing what this work could become in the earliest days. I'd like to thank my colleagues from the Environmental Protection Agency, Mike Shapiro, Benita Best-Wong, and former EPA Administrator Lisa Jackson. From the USDA, now retired, Michael Raines. And from the foundation world, from the Wege Foundation in particular, Mark Van Putten. Personally, I'd like to thank my family, my parents who inspired me to always seek ways to serve others, and my husband and my daughter, Tom Walker and Ajitha Kavali Walker. Without their sacrifice and their support, I could not do this work. Finally, I'd like to thank the Partnership for Public Service and all of the sponsors of the Service to America medals. You have pushed us out of our comfort zones. As public servants, we are often somewhat shy to talk about our work, and you've pushed us out of our comfort zones to recognize that it's part of our job and part of our responsibility to tell the very heroic story and the inspiring story of public service. Thank you. Tom?
Congratulations to you and the entire team. Congresswoman Norton, thank you so much for joining us this evening. And thank all of you on Facebook Live for joining us as well. Please don't tune out. Stay tuned in. If you turn the channel, you're likely to see nothing but the bad news of the day. We've got the good news of the day. All the great stuff you want to hear about what not only this team is doing, but 7 other winners are doing all across the federal government. So please stick with us, and thank you very much from the Partnership for Public Service.